This episode is sponsored by Macho Man Randy's Salvage. JUNC. I'd like to introduce you to the world's most efficient man. He's so efficient that he knows he doesn't need to leave the house for work because he's just going to end up back in bed at the end of the day. So he starts there, he stays there, for the most part. But he does do some activities. He also plays in the world's most efficient band. There are no other members, and he knows better than to practice, so he doesn't. When he does have to leave, he travels in the most efficient way possible, asleep to conserve his energy. Today I'm going to talk about the Bradley GT. The Bradley GT was a kit car produced in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s that was really an evolution of the Myers-Manx, the dune buggy we see here. The Myers-Manx was a simple one-piece fiberglass body mounted on a shortened VW floor pan. It didn't have a lot of speed, but it had a lot of fun factor and was soon copied by many other companies. And if you look at the basic construction of the Bradley GT, you can see how the design and how the basic layout came about. It is also a one-piece tub, but it has an added windshield and gull wing door frame, as you can see up top. But the main tub was very simple. It was thickly built, and it was based on an unshortened normal VW floor pan, which made it very easy to assemble. You just had to remove your old body off of your Volkswagen Beetle and mount the fiberglass body and your interior, as we see here. Very simple, just simple padding on plastic bucket seats. So it was a very accessible kit that was easy to assemble. And in some ways, I suppose Colin Chapman might have been at least begrudgingly conciliatory about the Volkswagen Beetle and its applications, because what people were doing was simplifying and adding lightness, as we see here with the Lotus Elise. Now, the VW had the rear engine, not mid-engine design, so it had some different handling characteristics than to put it mildly, to say than what like a Lotus Elise or something would have, but it was a very lightweight car. And as you can see, even today, you can modify these to be a very tasteful little sports car body. I've picked up a body shell just similar to this one here at an auction for $20 a couple years ago, and I didn't really do anything with it. I ended up selling it to a friend, but they are still a good value because you can find these used. You can find these used for cheap, and you can do your own modifications. You can get rid of those pop-up headlights, which actually pop down. As you can see, they fold down the lights behind it. And it's just an interesting, simple, obviously rudimentary kit car, but that was the appeal, and that's how they sold so many, is they just made them very simple. Now, this is the Bradley GT2, which was the evolution. It was not so simple and not so successful. As late as 97 to 2000, I was finding a company that was selling the Bradley GT still. Now, this is a Sterling. This is also more complicated. It's more of an evolution, but it's also a very popular kit car we'll get into later. But look around. If you're interested in a project, Bradley GT is a nice place to start. You can mount it on many different chassis, and it's a good value. You can pick up a used one like we see here for probably in the $1,500 range. Even running, they're $2,000, $2,500. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, this is a great kit car to start with. It gives you an idea of what you're working with fiberglass, maybe some repairs, maybe some fabrication when it comes to moving your controls and so forth forward. It's just a lot of fun for a low dollar amount. Hope you enjoyed this. Not a lot of history here, but just some basic facts on what the Bradley GT is.